Here's 4 steps to getting richer in 2024. Step number 1 is manage money. You have to manage the money you are already making, which means you've got to follow 3 simple steps to manage your money better. The very first step of managing your money is actually doing an audit, figuring out where you are in your bank statements in terms of what is coming into your bank account, what's going out of your bank account. Most people don't even know because they're not looking at their bank account and they're not doing an audit every single month. So the very first step is to do an audit. Sit down, look at your bank statements and go through where is the money going, what's coming in, is there anything left over, and if not, why not? And this is how you start to change your behavior. The second step to managing your money is actually to pay yourself first, which means you've got to take 10% of all you earn that hits your account. Just take 10%, that's 0.1 times whatever comes into your bank account, and take that and pay yourself first and put it into a separate account. What's the account called? It's called an emergency fund, which is the third step of managing your money better. And that's when you take some of that cash that you're producing and putting it away into a fund that's for emergencies, okay? Because you can't see the future, no one can read the future, which means you've got to prepare for it. If you don't do this, then you'll be living on credit for the rest of your life. And you don't want to be a credit junkie. It's very difficult to get off that hamster wheel of credit. So create an emergency fund. That's about 2 to 3 months worth of personal expenses into that account. Now, once you're doing that, you've actually mastered the first step of managing your money. Once you've done that, step number 2 is to go and make more money, which means you can go and create extra cash on the side. How do you do that? Well, the first and easiest step to do that is to actually ask for a pay rise in your current job or take some overtime. That's the fastest and simplest way. The second simplest and fastest way to do it is to take some of the stuff in your house you're not using anymore and put it on Facebook Marketplace and sell it. Okay, you can make some quick cash doing that. A lot of my students have done that and made $6,000 selling a bike, $3,000 selling, a water filter, whatever's in the garage that you don't use anymore. Go and have a look, put it on Facebook Marketplace and actually sell it to make some extra cash. Now, what else you can do to make some extra money is this. If you've got a spare car or you've got a car, you can jump onto Uber Car Share, right? Or Trello, whatever it is, but Uber Car Share here in Australia, and you can just list your car on there for rent, and you can actually lease your car out to people over the weekend. That's a way to actually use whatever's in your garage, including your car, to make some income. Or you can grab a trailer and go to localtrailershare.com.au and you can actually lease your trailer out and start to get income from your trailer. But the other thing you can do too to make some extra cash is there are apps that allow you to pet sit and make money. So if you go and start a Mad Paws account or a Pawshake account, you can actually babysit a dog for a few days and make a few $100, okay? My wife made about $1,500 doing this over the space of about 10 days. So there are some quick ideas on how you can actually make extra money. What are you gonna do with the extra money though? What are you gonna do with the extra money? This is the third step of getting richer in 2024. The third step is to multiply it, to put that money to work. And the simplest way to do that is to invest into stocks. How do you do that if you've never had any experience investing into stocks? It's really simple. You can add an app on your phone. If you're in Australia, the app is called Raiz, R-A-I-Z. If you're in North America, it's Acorns. If you're in the UK, it's Moneybox, or in Europe. But your particular country will have a micro investing app like this. So all you do is take that extra money you're making from step number 2 and start to put it to work in one of these apps. You just put the money into the app and you choose an index fund and you'll start to put your money to work. It's not fast though, it's slow, and that's the way investing should be. So to multiply your money, you've got to put it to work to buy companies, property, bonds, whatever it is, financial instruments, and you can actually do it on automation with those simple apps. It takes about 10 to 15 minutes to set up, and then you've got your money working for you. Again, my wife put this to the test and she created $50,000 in her Raiz account just by following this methodology, okay? So that's the third step. The fourth and final step to getting richer is, of course, mindset, okay? Now, this is a funny step. The reason why I've left it till last is because there's no way you can read things, you can listen. Obviously, listening to this YouTube clip here or any of my reels on content will help you with your mindset, but it's not actually until you execute things and put things into action that it starts to shift your mindset. And here's why. Your mind will improve financially, so you'll have a better money mindset, and you'll improve your financial IQ when you take these lessons that I'm sharing with you now and you implement them and you see evidence that you are improving your financial situation. Okay, so how do you see the evidence? Well, look, you've got an emergency fund, you're doing an audit, you are paying yourself first, you're not living off credit. That's evidence that you're getting better with money. If you're able to earn some extra cash, it's evidence you're getting better with money. If you're able to put your money to work and see yourself grow the money without your effort and create dividends from passive income, which you'll be able to do if you implement, the third step in this series. And once you see that happening, of course, it improves how you feel about how you handle money. And that improves the way you feel about yourself with money, and your money mindset improves. That's how you do it. You've got to spot evidence of you getting better with money to fortify your mindset. So mindset's not a simple thing where you just tick it off. You've got to go and do those other steps to actually see your money mindset improving. And once you nail this and you do these 4 steps this year, you are, and by any means every single year, you're gonna actually see that money is very simple. It's just that you haven't been doing these steps. And that's probably why you felt like you're no good with money, or you're confused. And that's probably why you've been stressed out about it. So if you're wanting to get in front of your money this year, these are the steps to follow. How do I know that? Because I've been following these steps for about 17 years, and that's how I became a millionaire. And once it works, you don't want to reinvent the wheel. You want to actually repeat this process over and over and over again until such time as you've got $100,000 invested, you've got at least 2 forms of income coming into your household, and you know exactly where your money is at all times. You're not living on any credit card debt. In fact, you probably paid it off, and you're just feeling a lot better and more secure about your financial situation. Once you hit that, then I would encourage you to keep repeating it. You don't have to be as pedantic with it, but just remember, if things get out of control, always come back to these 3 to 4 steps to get yourself back in the driver's seat when it comes to your money. So if you've enjoyed this and you've enjoyed the content, click the subscribe button, and make sure you go above to check out the next video in the series. And if you jump over to Instagram when it comes to your money and wealth.